Calling 2022 CR 6941, State versus Crystal Cherry. Can I have parties announced?
President State.
Warren Wolf for Ms. Cherry.
And are you Ms. Cherry?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney, and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same?
Before the court even calls the case, there's already a red flag. This is not our first motion to revoke. That means this isn't a fresh mistake, it's a pattern. And in probation world, patterns are dangerous. When you're on deferred adjudication, the judge is basically saying, prove to me I was right to trust you. Today, that trust is on trial.
And Crystal Colleen Cherry, who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 6941 for the offense of assault of a public servant on January 30th, 2023 for a period of 2 years and extended for 1 year. Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, State, you may proceed.
Violated condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Crystal Colleen Cherry, did then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of September, October 2025 in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
To civil waiver.
And revoke you and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement or recommendation from the court? All right, State, what are you requesting?
Requesting revocation, Your Honor, and sentencing of 3 years.
Did you catch that? She's pleading true. And when you plead true in a motion to revoke, you're basically handing the judge legal authority to sentence you, up to the maximum. In this case, 10 years. This hearing just shifted from, did she do it, to, what should happen to her now? Big difference.
All right, in defense, what are you requesting?
We'd ask that you follow the recommendation of probation to extend Ms. Cherry 1 year and put her in the state ISF cognitive program, that she needs more intense supervision. She has a lot of issues. She'd like to talk to the court about what's going on in her life, about her children being taken from her. She's on meds. She took medication this morning, but she's aware of what's going on, and she's competent to have this hearing this morning.
But here's my question. This is not her first motion to revoke, and it's for the same issue.
Understood, and I see that, but she did not get the services that are being recommended now. She's been through quite a bit, and she really, it's a tough situation, and I'd like for her to explain to you why she was unable to report.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Crystal Colleen Cherry.
All right, so this is not your first motion to revoke. You've been here before for not reporting, and that was January 2024. And the court denied the motion, altered and amended your conditions to include the access program, the dual diagnosis with probation, and compliance with Center for Healthcare Services. So where did it all go wrong?
August 8 to 12, I was right. And
Have you talked to probation?
She's not unclear. She's asking the question every judge asks in repeat violations: where did it all go wrong? This is the defendant's opportunity to show insight, accountability, growth. If the answer sounds like excuses instead of ownership, that door to probation starts closing fast. What would you say in this moment?
Probation?
yes, Judge.
Can you look and see if she's ever had any contact with probation by phone or email, if there's no objection? By phone or email since
She was reporting, and what happened was during this
just
period
one
of time.
second. Since if you'll look starting July 2025, Is when are you saying you contacted someone?
I talked to my probation officer around that time, and I told him I was raped.
Well, no. This is what I know. When, what time? Was it in August? Was it in
August.
August?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so just give us a moment. I'm gonna have you take a seat. Your attorney will be able to speak with probation, and the state will be able to see if they have anything in the system.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it should be in the system, okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
2 very boring minutes later.
We're back on the record in Crystal Cherry. Any objection to the court going out of order so I can take testimony from Ms. Abrams, or just receive an update from Ms. Abrams?
Sure, no problem.
Yes, Ms. Abrams.
Judge, the last face-to-face meeting, the office visit was done on August the 25th. After that, there was due diligence done with calling Haven for Hope. We received information she was no longer there. We called it a couple of other places. We received information that she was discharged from the Genesis program with the Center for Healthcare Services because of her absconding as well.
But you do confirm the fact that
8/25 was the last office visit.
you did have contact?
All right, any objection to the court reviewing the violation report?
And Judge, I have the court summary if you'd like to review that as well.
Any objection to the court reviewing the court summary?
Now this is critical. The probation officer just confirmed the last face-to-face meeting was August 25th. That undercuts the idea that she was fully disconnected from supervision. And in revocation hearings, documentation beats emotion almost every time. The court is building a timeline, and timelines don't lie.
Right, so I'm going to tell you what I have in the violation report. In the violation report, it states that you were at Cross Point and you moved out of Cross Point.
Yes, ma'am. And I was staying at a friend's house.
But no. Here's the thing. You're not allowed to move from place to place. When you're on probation, your residence has to be approved by probation. So you left
And I did
Cross Point.
I did let my probation know where I was.
But no, that's not how probation works. You can't just go wherever you want to go.
Yes, ma'am.
So you left Cross Point,
Yes, ma'am.
and then you went for Haven for Hope, and you're telling me now between Cross Point and Haven for Hope, you ended up staying at some friend's house.
I was staying at my friend's house, and then they kicked me out, so I went to him for Hope, and that's where I was staying.
Well, you were not supposed to leave Cross Point.
I didn't know that. I'm so sorry.
All right.
I didn't know the rules. Sorry.
How come you left?
Because I feel like I have to have a pass to go to my probation. I have to have a pass to go do something, and I don't know if that was a rule for me to do that. Regulations of asking to go somewhere.
All right, let me just tell you, here's the court's problem. You've been here before for the exact same thing.
Yes, ma'am.
And all of the issues that your attorney is requesting that I give you to address your failure to report, that's already been done before. And you're back here with the same thing, failure to report. I can't help you, and nobody can help you if you won't follow through. And for you to leave Cross Point without permission, that was a choice. And then from Cross Point, you leave without permission, and then you start staying with some friends. And then from there, you leave and start staying from Haven for Hope, and nobody knows where you are. And according to the violation report, they actually attempted to contact all of your collaterals that you have given them, all your family members, all of the phone numbers. So I just don't think that you're appropriate for probation.
Judge, she has a letter that she'd like to give you.
Sure. All right, any objection to the court reviewing the letter? Sorry. Oh, no.
This right here is the judge's core reasoning, It's not just that she failed to report, it's that she already got a second chance for failing to report. Courts can work with addiction. They can work with instability. What they struggle with is repeated non-compliance after intervention. The judge is basically saying, I tried structured help. You walked away from it. That's hard to overcome.
There's a couple of things in the report I think bear notice, be noted as well. On page, I'm looking at numbers, I believe it's second page.
Okay.
Under the heading residential,
Yes.
it shows that she was sent to the duly diagnosed residential facility, and she was there from 1/23/25 to 6/3/25.
Oh, she was
Spent 133 days there, and she completed that program. So my point is that when being supervised in a residential program, she was successful. Under classes and other conditions, on 5/2/23, she was evaluated TAP substance abuse, and she completed the program or term there. In addition, it has on the bottom sober support meetings. She was going to those meetings, evaluation TAP date from 1/30/23 to 8/23/24, 8/23/24, completion of the program or term. So she has a history of some success under the supervision of the court. And I'm looking at the recommendation of probation here, and it says to extend her and put her in a state ISF cognitive program, that the state IS will be to help her with correct thinking, promote social behaviors, and in a drug-free zone. One of her concerns is she's been explaining to me that she's experienced issues with CPS, taking her children. They took them up to Oklahoma, and that's difficult for anybody. And someone with her condition, she's on several medications right now. She's taking
That's right, still, and Pepper. I have seizures.
All right, so this is what I want you to understand. One, I understand your attorney's argument, and I understand your argument. However, this is the second time you've been before the court on a violation of condition number 4, which is not reporting. And with that violation of condition number 4, what your attorney is telling me is similar to the information that I received before. And so what I did was I had them give you a place to stay, which was Cross Point. You left Cross Point.
That's right.
You decided to go with some friends. And then you're saying they put you out.
They
Then you
went into my card. I had 3 checks coming in child card. I put a lock on it because they changed on my phone, used my pen lock on my phone to change it to
Let
the
me ask you this. Did you have your children with you at Cross Point? Or were they with CPS?
CPS took them
All
away.
right, so CPS had your children while you were at Cross Point. You leave Cross Point and go live with some friends. And you said the friends were stealing the child support money, right?
Not child support, my social security,
Okay,
my SSI, my SDI.
all right.
I'm on disability check.
All right, so what I can tell you is this. I've tried to give you conditions to help you. And if you had a CPS case, CPS would have given you conditions to help you.
They were all close. My 2 oldest was never terminated. I have temporary custody. And then my last one, my youngest daughter, was terminated.
So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grant the motion, find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, credit for any successful completion of inpatient treatment. And I'm going to request the therapeutic community. All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing. The therapeutic community is designed to help you.
Yes, ma'am.
I have no jurisdiction to force them to place you in the program. But what will end up happening is on your judgment, it'll show that the court is requesting that. But you're going to have to ask for that as well.
But I have to go back to, the housing,
Now, once you've been released from the prison, if you make parole,
I have 3 years in prison.
your attorney will talk to you about parole laws and how that works. But if you're placed on parole, what will end up happening is usually on parole, you have to give them a location where you will be staying.
I would like to go back to Haven for hope too.
You'll have to let them know, okay? And when you're released, if there's any